everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I'm a self-employed mama of 4. My husband and I are on a journey to become debt-free using a zero-based budget and the cash stuffing method because our biggest goal is to invest wisely and give generously. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. All right, guys, I wanted to insert this quick clip into the beginning of the video because with all the fun things coming in November, I want to make sure that you guys are prepared and that you know what's going on. So November 10th, I just announced I am doing a restock in my shop. This is not a launch, so it will not include things like the wallets and the new binders that are coming. However, there are a few new products I'm going to launch that are like budgeting essential type items. So I'm going to be uploading my vlog onto the channel very shortly, and so I want you guys to find out what they are in that video because it's super fun. I do some unboxings in that video, so I thought it would be fun for you guys to find out that way what those products are. There will be, I think, 4 new budgeting essential products being added to the shop on November 10th. Other than that, it's just a restock of all of the handmade items. So the starter sinking funds bundles, holiday sinking funds bundles, the monthly savings challenge bundles, all of the wallet bundles, so the A6 and the A7, and then the beginner savings challenge bundle, as well as all of the other savings challenges will be restocked, placeholders, and then anything that I source, so things that I have professionally printed and put together, so all of the notepads, daily plan notepads, cash planning notepads, teller slips, all of that will be restocked. Now, the winter launch, so a restock is like restocking items that are sold out. A launch is when I'm adding new products to the shop. So the launch, I don't have a date for yet. It will hopefully be end of November. I have to wait until I get tracking numbers from my manufacturers so that I can kind of gauge when the products will be here. I mean, we're talking like pallets of products, you guys. I have so many fun things coming to the shop, but I need to know when they're arriving before I can announce the launch, because there is a lot that goes into it in the beginning, like going through and quality checking, counting inventory for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pieces. Just keep that in mind. There are some fun things coming for Black Friday, so make sure that you're checking my Instagram. And if you don't have Instagram, just make sure that you're watching my videos because I will talk about it in my videos as well. I just wanted to bring that up so you guys knew what was going on, when things were going to be available. Thank you for your love and patience while I was on vacation. I'll insert a couple clips here just so you guys can kind of get a glimpse into our 10th anniversary trip to Colorado, but it was truly amazing, and I just appreciate the support while my shop was closed. And the shop did reopen on the 24th at noon, and so I did get a lot of people messaging me saying that they were disappointed that they didn't get in on the restock, and I just think there was some confusion. It wasn't a restock, it wasn't a launch. I just literally reopened my shop. So just so we're all on the same page with that. But I really appreciate your guys' love and support, and let's get into today's video. Well, hey you guys, I'm super excited to be back for another cash stuffing. This week, we are going to be cash stuffing a total of $1,620. This will be technically for the first week of November, even though we're still in October right now. So I am stuffing me and my husband spending cash for the month. And as usual, I am going to get started with my wallet, but I just realized I forgot to grab my cash planning sheets and my weekly wallet tracker. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I am still working on changing up my setup just a little bit because, like I said, I don't have a ton of room, but I have had a lot of people ask me to do like the wallet part so you guys can see it. So I might not do that every week, but I'm going to do it for now. I'm going to move this up just a bit so that I have a little more space here. And so I did go ahead and write down what I plan on putting in my wallet this week. And then I have my cash planning pages in here as well. These I probably keep off screen, but I'll show you guys before I actually get started. But let's go ahead and get started with my wallet. There's really, you know what, I might actually take this sheet out for right now. There's some things in my binder that are new coming to the shop, and I haven't actually talked about them yet, but I'm in the middle of filming a vlog that I'm hoping to get up this next week sometime, and I unbox a lot of the new products in that vlog. So I kind of want it to be, I don't know, like not a surprise, but just like experienced in that way for you guys because it's so fun. So, okay. My wallet is extremely sparse, and that is because I haven't cash stuffed truthfully in almost 2 weeks. And so the way I had to time it out so that I could make sure I got our cash stuffing done before I left is that I actually cash stuffed last Monday. So today is Friday, October 27th. So I haven't cash stuffed since 2 Mondays ago. We're going to get started with that. And just for reference, this is what I'm looking at off camera. So this is my camera is doing this like weird zoom thing where it's like some stuff is clear and some of it is blurry, but it's like, you see what I mean? But now like the word travel is blurry. I thought it was so smart getting this new phone to have a better camera. It does have a lot more storage, so I'm really grateful for that. But this camera is just, I might need to watch some tutorial videos on how to really like use this camera on this phone, because it just drives me nuts. And then I'm editing and things are blurry and I feel like I have to refilm them, and yeah, it's just a mess. I might actually try to clean off my camera lens. Give me one sec. Okay, I don't know if that looks any different or not. My setup might have like shifted just slightly when I was like cleaning the camera. It might have moved, but it's okay. All right, Emily, focus. We're gonna get started with the wallet. So I'm gonna unstuff everything left in here, which unfortunately isn't much, to stuff into our savings challenges at the very end. So I have $3 left over in groceries. I'm gonna set that aside. And then we are going to be stuffing just $10 into groceries in my wallet this week. We have plenty of grocery money in our high priority sinking funds. So of all the money I spent, I actually didn't even touch my personal spending money. So I am going to be stuffing this $100 into our savings challenges, but I'm going to break it down into 20s and 10s. So as I'm going through my wallet, I'm just going to like see like where I can condense some of that money. Oops. See what I mean, you guys? I just don't have much room. I mean, the counter is huge, but I'm going to stick 20 into my personal spending, or 40, 2 20s, which would equal 40, into my personal spending. Eating out is going to get its usual $10. Drinks, I'm going to do 20 in here. I'm not the one that stops and gets adult beverages very often, but I like to have this in here just in case. Kids, oh, we have 10 in kids. I never pull kids though. I'm gonna roll this one over just because it's my kids' is like yes money when they like ask for stuff. But nails, I'm not gonna stuff. And then kindness and miscellaneous, I'm gonna actually pull that out of our high priority because I know, well, oh no, I did budget for 2 5s this week. Look at me, I was on top of it. So this comes out of our miscellaneous envelope, and I like to stuff $5 in kindness and $5 in miscellaneous. And I see I forgot to take my receipts out, so I'm gonna do that. These are all the receipts from our trip, so I'm going to scan those into my Fetch Rewards app. That wasn't all of them, we had a few more, but they're down in my office. So I'm gonna scan those into my Fetch Rewards app, which is basically an app where you scan in your receipts and your receipts turn into points, and then those points you can redeem for gift cards. And so one of the reasons that I actually still have all of my spending money is I was gifted with Starbucks gift cards, which means the world to me. You guys have no idea. And I ended up getting my Been There series cup from Colorado with those gift cards. And then I also redeemed a Home Goods, TJ Maxx Home Goods gift card from Fetch. And so I did go there with my sister on my birthday, but I used my gift card. So I just really didn't need to use my spending money in the last couple of weeks. So I just didn't. There were things from other envelopes I could pull, and I really didn't get anything that I like really needed or wanted. So hopefully that made sense over here. What I did was, for groceries, let me see here. So I said 25. So I think what I'm actually going to do is pull the other 15 out of our grocery envelope if we have it, which we don't. So I might just fix that. I might have like switched that around when I was doing my cash planning. I don't know what happened there, but normally I keep 25 in my wallet, but it's okay. So I'll probably just white that out and change that to $10 because that's what I have in there. I put 40 for my personal spending, 10 for eating out, 20 for drinks. Kids got 10, which it already had, so I just rolled it over. And then kindness and miscellaneous both have 5 for a total of $115. So hopefully that answers a lot of questions, especially for people who are like, thinking that we well, I shouldn't say we, like generally cash stuffers, but who think that I'm like out carrying around this binder full of like a ton of cash. I carry my wallet and sometimes pull from these envelopes to put in here to bring with me places, but I typically don't leave the house with a ton of cash on a regular basis. So that being said, I feel like I haven't filmed in a while, so I am kind of like spacey, but it's okay. So we're going to start with high priority, and high priority are my family's needs and things that are really important to us. So groceries, I already stuffed in my wallet, and groceries, no, it's fine. You know what? I don't want to, I was going to condense that, but I don't want 50s in there because usually this money is for, I'm going to try to straighten this out while I explain it, but 20, 40, 60, 80, yep, 100 in here. So this is just for like when we run out of milk, bread, eggs, butter, something like that, like something small, or we're having walking tacos, but we don't have any Doritos in the house. My husband will just run to the little expensive grocery store by our house and grab a bag of chips or grab a gallon of milk because it's not far and it's just like we need to run out and grab it quick. So the rest of our money is in our checking account, and we budget out about $1,200 a month for groceries. And so roughly 100 of that is what we keep in our wallet as cash, except this month it's really accumulated. So I'm just not going to stuff that. So we'll probably keep closer to like $1,100 in our bank account for groceries, but I order those online and then go pick them up. So that's kind of what we do for that. Moving on, clothing is getting 75. I'm trying to build this back up a bit. Okay, so now clothing has 51, 50, 70, 90, 95, 200. This might be kind of fun. So I'm gonna swap those out, and now we have 200 in clothing in here. So then I'll just need to condense. I was thinking two 20s and a 10, but this will be fun because then we can stuff all the envelopes. So I just need to break that up now. All right, beauty is, and look at, we can do this. Beauty is getting $30. So now beauty has 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 300 in beauty. All right, so we'll stuff that here at the end. And it's also the first of the month, so I'm gonna count it as well. So get cozy, guys. This might be a little bit longer of a video. Household, I believe, is also getting 30, yes. So now household has 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. Pet care is getting 40. So we're gonna start stuffing a bit more in here each week because we decided we're gonna take the dogs in probably every like 4 to 6 weeks just to get bathed and de-shedded, because it's just so nice not having German Shepherd hair all over my house. I mean, it is a little bit, but when they get professionally groomed like that, it's just so pleasant having them in the house. I grew up on a farm, so I'm not used to having animals in my house. Like, our animals were always outside animals, and it's just how it was. Like, we had horses, and just, I lived on a hobby farm. So then now that I'm older, my husband always grew up with animals in the house. And so it was really like a big transition for me to get used to that, because I like things clean. Our dogs are not allowed on our furniture. They're not allowed in our beds. I cannot stand hair all over my house. And so I vacuum like 2 or 3 times a day. And I really can't stand hair getting in my cash envelopes. You guys want to know how many times I have like finished a set of envelopes and then I'm quality checking and there's like a little white German Shepherd hair like laminated into the envelope. Oh my gosh. But I love those dogs with all my heart. So I'm like, you know what? If we just cash stuffed an extra like $10 to $20 into this envelope, like we would have enough after 4 to 6 weeks to get them like just like washed, dried, and brushed, because we just don't have a setup here for that. We don't have like the shower handles that like come off to be able to like actually wash them. So, okay, pet care, 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So 190. It's a fun little tangent for you. Self-care. I just miss you guys. I feel like I've been gone for a while because I know that you've been getting like consistent content, but I haven't filmed in almost 2 weeks. And so I feel like I really miss you guys and have so much to tell you. Self-care, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and $90 in self-care. So this envelope has built up quite a bit because I actually made a nail appointment on the way home from Colorado. I bit off like all of my nails because I do that sometimes, like when I'm in the car. And so right away on Monday, so we got home like 2:30 in the morning on Monday morning, and Monday was my birthday. So right away on Monday, I called my nail lady and asked if she could get me in, and baby needs getting 10. She's like, yep, come on in. I have no appointments booked this morning. So I went in and I was sitting there getting my nails done. And since they were gone, I'm like, let's start over and do the pink and white ombre again. And so I'm just sitting there living my best life. And whenever people walk into the nail salon, I normally don't like look up and stare at them because I hate it when people do that to me. So the door opened, someone walked in, and then they just stood there. And I was kind of like, what the heck? So I looked over and it was my mother-in-law holding a Starbucks. And she was like, happy birthday. And I'm like, oh my gosh, hey. Like, did not expect to see her there. And so it was actually not a drink of Starbucks, though. She had gotten me a Starbucks gift card, and they put it into like a little tall cup, like the small size. And then she told my nail lady she was going to pay for my nails, and I like almost cried. So it was just the sweetest thing. So I didn't actually end up paying to get my nails done. So now self-care is starting to build up a bit. So I'm going to probably get a pedicure here soon. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120 and date night. Yeah, I just thought it was like such a meaningful, thoughtful gift for my birthday. So vehicle maintenance is getting 50. So 100, 200, 253, 320, plus the 500 we have set aside to make $820 in vehicle maintenance. Seasonal lawn care is getting 100 because I realized in one of my last videos, I think it was my condensing video, that we actually didn't have 500 in that envelope. And so we had a lot less than I thought. So we're saving up for a snowblower. So I need to start like stuffing more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 50, 60, 560. Chris said we might need around 900. So I'm just gonna kind of go crazy with that one. Now that we've hit some goals, like, we're not stuffing for our 10th anniversary anymore. So medical has $1,000 set aside. And then it is getting 50, I believe. So 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,250, 1,300 in medical. I decided, I think like the point that I might stop stuffing this medical envelope might be like, I might just keep going until we hit our deductible in here. I think that's probably going to be the best option. Okay. By the way, speaking of medical, I got this weird check in the mail last week and I finally opened it this morning. And I didn't know it was a check, but I opened it. So Copays is getting 65 because I think, how did I do this one? Yeah, one of each. So 50, 60, 65, 70 in here now. I've been going to the chiropractor so he can help get me back in line and try to get rid of some of these headaches. I have another headache today. So medical story. So I get this check in the mail and I'm like, well, this is weird. The envelope was like taped shut, like a really, I don't know, just like kind of sketchy to me. And then I opened it and it was just this check. There was no explanation, nothing written in the memo, but it was like a check issued by a bank. So I'm like, okay. So I called the bank just to make sure it was even legitimate. Hockey is getting 50. And they confirmed it was like an actual account with funds in it. So 500, 550, 600, 20, 30, 630 in hockey. And they're like, but I would call them. And it was a collection agency sending me a check. That's why I'm like, this is weird. So hockey rink is fully funded. Tax prep is getting 40. And I mean, we've had stuff in collections before, mostly medical debt. And so I didn't like remember having this like specific amount in collections. And so I called the collection people and they were like, oh yeah, it actually looks like insurance ended up picking up like this bill and paid it. So like, so it's a refund because you had already paid this, but then insurance picked it up like they were supposed to. So then we're sending you your funds back because it's paid in full. And I'm like, crazy. And then I thought about it. I had a hernia surgery kind of right when I started my channel last year. I had what's it called? An umbilical hernia. And I finally got it repaired. It's bothered me for years. And the insurance was refusing to pay one of my anesthesiologist bills. And I fought with the insurance company. The clinic or the anesthesiologist ended up sending it to collections because obviously I hadn't paid it because I was still fighting with insurance. And I just eventually threw my hands up and was like, whatever, I'll just pay it. So I paid it. And then apparently insurance decided they'd pay it. So I got that $1,300 back. And I'm like, well, this is a pleasant surprise. It basically covers my cash stuffing today. But not really. I'm just going to add it into our our budget as income. And we'll probably use it to pay off debt. So, okay, tax prep. Did I add 40 in here? I think I did. 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 400, 5, and 10. So that was really fun. And then miscellaneous. So I have quite a bit in here, and I'm not going to keep stuffing miscellaneous. I think I've got around 200, and we don't need more than that in that envelope. Next, I'll do our lower priority sinking funds. So these are things that are important to us, but we could live without if we had to. So eating out, I'm just doing a 20, and that's because we already have plenty in here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110. So I left some money at home for my mom to order pizza while we were gone. So shout out to my mom. She, I think, still watches my cash stuffing videos, but she's the best, and my kids just love it when she comes to visit. And who can blame them? She does all the fun stuff, especially the stuff that I don't do. Like she does a lot of baking and canning with them, and I'd like to do more of that eventually, but yeah, she does arts and crafts, and she does such a good job of making sure like all the kids get her individual attention. Drinks now is 50, 100, 20, and 40. So I just did a 20 because I already did 20 in my wallet, and I had budgeted 40 for that. So then me and Chris's spending cash, let's see here. So I already put 20 in my wallet. So 60, 80, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 100. These like 20s are all like bent in different directions. So then Chris gets 200 and I get 200 total. So for my spending cash, 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, and then I have 40 that I have already stuffed in my wallet. So that is my $200 for the month of November, just for spending cash for whatever random stuff we want. And then Chris has 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Oh my gosh, you guys, I totally forgot. I've got this huge bag of change sitting next to me because we just kept all of our change from the trip in a bag. I'm going to empty it out into my change container. So hopefully I remember to do that. Kids is getting 20. So now Kids has 20, 40, 60, 65. Family Fun is getting 20. So now it has 50, 70, 90, 110. Antonio, it's our little through Big Brothers Big Sisters, is getting his usual 10. You'll notice a lot of his money is missing. I got him, well, I got a while ago, I got him his birthday gift and I just kept forgetting to take it out, take the cash out. So I got him like a rechargeable laser tag like kit. So it has 4 guns and 4 like chest plates, and they're rechargeable so he doesn't have to have batteries for them. Birthday parties is getting 75. So, I mean, it was like $130. So I took some money out of his envelope and then some money out of our gifts envelope to cover that. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? So birthday parties now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 20, 40, 50, 55, 550. Just start planning. I just scheduled Bristol's birthday party in December. Gifts is getting 20. Is there any other moms out there that just like stresses themselves out over birthday parties and like wanting it to be so special for their kids? Because I do that, and it's, I wish I could just like get a handle on it, but 100, 150, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70. And it's not like, oh, everything needs to match or they need, you know, anything like that. It's just like, did they have fun? Did they feel special? Like, that's what I really care about. And I'm getting better, but I do stress myself out over that. Home is getting $40 this week. Home now has 20, 40, 60, 80. Organizing is getting stuffed, $10. So now it has 100, 120, 140, 150. I might need to at some point get new containers for my pantry. I just got some from Sam's Club. Renovations is getting 50. And I mean, it was a while back, but they're all like kind of cracked now. I mean, my kids just like take the entire thing out of the pantry and then sit and eat like goldfish or pretzels out of it. And then it gets knocked over, it gets knocked off tables, and they're just kind of all cracked. And I'm like, I feel like that defeats the purpose if they're cracked because things are gonna get stale. So at some point I might use that organizing money to invest in a few new sets. I think they're maybe $30 each, so not too bad. Renovations now has 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390. Memberships is fully funded until the end of the year, and then back to school is getting 40. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 125, and back to school. I think I spent around 800, maybe a little bit more than that for back to school for all the kids this year. So I'm going to aim for that again. I might try to aim for 1,000. Travel. Oh, there it is. Travel's getting 20. It's on the next page. 50, 100, 20, 40. So $140. And what we had left in our cash for our 10th anniversary, I did just put in travel because I did take the travel money and our 10th anniversary money. So it's just what we had left back in travel. You guys are probably laughing because you know I have to have these a certain way. Okay. Holiday sinking funds is what we'll do next. So as usual, a lot of the holidays that are kind of towards the beginning of the year are getting 5, 100, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 145 in Valentine's Day. I'll stop this one when we reach 200, I think. Easter, obviously getting 5. I don't know why I thought I needed to look at that. 100, 110, 115, 120, 125. I might stop around 200 with Easter as well, but there's a lot of like different activities to do with Easter, so maybe I'll do 300 for that one. I need to sit down and do like some goal setting stuff. 4th of July, also getting 5. 50, 70, 75, 80, and 4th of July. Halloween is getting 5. Yes. So now it has 100, 200, 210, 215, 220, 225 in Halloween. Thanksgiving is getting 75. And that is because we are hosting Thanksgiving and I just want to make sure we've got enough. We're doing the meat. Chris is going to smoke the turkey. So 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 55, 360. And then I'll probably make like a side, but I want to provide like all the beverages and all of that because a lot of half my family lives a couple hours away. So I don't want them to feel like they have to bring anything besides maybe like a side dish. But Black Friday is fully funded with 500. Christmas is getting 50. Just one of them. So now in Christmas we have 1,000, 1,500, 16, 17, 1750, 18, 1850, 1,855 in Christmas. If you're wondering about the random 5, I did already do some Christmas shopping, so that's part of that. New Year's Eve is getting a 50 because we are also posting New Year's Eve, I believe. 100, 150, 200, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. So 260. Same thing, just want to make sure I have like beverages and all of that. 5 for fall, so 100, 200, 250, 270, 275, $280. I might actually just stop stuffing this one after this month for a while. Winter is getting 5. So now it has 50, 70, 80. Oh yeah, it's one of those crisp 10s. 80, 85, 90. Might actually move some money from fall into the winter envelope. Maybe I'll just always do that. Just like let it accumulate. $5 for spring. So now we have 100, 105, 10, 15, 115. And summer is also getting 5. So 10, 15, 20, 25. And then we have quite a lot in seasonal decor, so I'm not stuffing this one this week. I just feel like that is more than enough. I really am stuffing this for Christmas stuff. And we have a lot of money in our Christmas envelope too, so this week, just with like cash stuffing our spending money and all of that, I just decided I wasn't gonna stuff that envelope. So next I'm gonna do savings challenges. All right, so since we are also counting, I'm going to keep my calculator nearby because we all know how that goes. So we've got 3, you can count how much we have total. So we're gonna be stuffing, and this is rollover from my wallet. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 1, 2, and 3. So $103 is what we're gonna be stuffing. I've never had enough like rollover money to actually do that, so that's exciting. Oh, you guys just wait. Once we're debt free and we start saving up our 3 to 6 months of expenses, oh, it's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna be still stuffing our sinking funds, but putting all like a bunch of extra money into saving up for basically getting 6 months ahead on everything. So I'm gonna, I think, come up with a really fun savings challenge for that obviously I'll put in the shop too, but it'll be inspired by something that I'm doing personally, which is how a lot of my products start. It's just like, oh, I really would like this in my setup, and then I create it and put it in the shop. So, all right, here's what we have. We're adding 3 into the $1 savings challenge. All right, so let's give this a count. 50, 1, 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So $219. What did I do there? I don't even know, but that's what I counted. 219. And I don't have a tracker for that one, just because I feel it'd be like so many teeny little circles. All right, and then we're adding 2 5s to this one. And I have already filled up one tracker for this, and then we just erased it and started a new one. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The $5 savings challenge. And this is part of the starter savings challenge bundle, or beginner savings challenge bundle. It's the same thing. So these will be restocking November 10th. They come with 6 savings challenges and then 6 of these zipper envelopes as well. And these are a handmade item. All right, so 110 to add to the $10 savings challenge. All right, so let's give it a count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 350. let's add up what we have like all together. So we had 219 plus 30 plus, what'd I say that was, 350. All right, and then we'll wrap it up with the $20 savings challenge. And we are adding 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then let's give this account 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60. 860. So far we have 1,459 in our savings challenges, and that is really exciting. This is just rollover from my wallet. I always put my leftover spending cash for the weekend here, and then once in a while I might pull money out of other envelopes, just depending on what the category is. So the last thing we're gonna do is dump this change in here. So this is our fancy coin container holder thing. So a lot of this change was just sitting in Chris's truck, because you guys know how badly he accumulates change. I think when he uses his cash, he'll put the change in his pocket, and then when he gets in his truck, he has like a little container he keeps it in, and it just accumulates. So this is probably like 2 months worth of coins for him, and I probably could take those in. I think next time I get my cash, my bank did just get like a coin counter thing, so I'll be taking my change to my bank instead of Walmart this time, and I'm really excited about that. All right, you guys, well, that is it for this week's cash stuffing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope this video blessed you in some way, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video.